Do it. Oh, well, no, 59.
What did mine say?
Kelly, we missed you yesterday at Rotary. Hope everything was okay.
Okay, folks, the time is approximately 6 p.m. and the June 18th, 2026 Farragut Municipal Planning Commission will now begin. Good evening to those of you in attendance and online. Thank all of you for attending tonight's Farragut Municipal Planning Commission meeting. My name is Ron Pinchuk, and I am the chairman that will be conducting tonight's Planning Commission meeting. We appreciate that each of you has taken the time from your schedules to either attend or view tonight's meetings to observe how our town government works. All Farragut Municipal Planning Commission meetings are public notice per Tennessee State Law, TCA 8-44-103. All Planning Commission meetings are streaming on the Farragut YouTube channel, and links to the recordings may be found on the Town of Farragut website. Those in attendance should be able to pick up a copy of the agenda at the door. If you are not able to attend in person and are viewing from home, you will be able to see the agenda posted on the Town of Farragut website. For any persons in attendance who would like to address this commission concerning an item on tonight's agenda, please pick up a blue card at the door and write your name, address, and agenda number that you wish to comment on and give it to Mark Shipley to my left. There will also be time reserved at the end of the business meeting for residents' comments on non-agenda subjects, which also requires that you fill out a blue comment card and include your name, address, and topic of your comments. By the way, I think instead of going to Mark, they're going to go to you. Who's getting the blue cards now?
Either one. For
Either
this
one.
meeting, I can do it. It's fine.
All right. On each agenda item, the chairman will ask the town staff for Farragut residents' input. During this time, any Farragut resident wishing to speak to the Planning Commission on that specific agenda item may do so for up to 3 minutes. After being recognized by the chairman, please proceed to the podium microphone, turn it on in order to be heard and viewed by all. To conduct efficient business-like meetings, the town has adopted rules for how its meetings will be conducted. Primarily, these rules are designed to keep the meeting progressing along, assure that all points of view are heard and considered, and to promote common courtesy to everyone. We ask that you observe the established meeting rules when addressing members of the town staff and/or members of the Planning Commission. At the beginning of your presentation, please state your name and address for the record. We ask that you address your question to the chairman. If necessary, the chairman may call on a commissioner or staff member to address the questions or comments. Once you have given your input, please return to your seat. We ask that persons speaking avoid the use of improper language and profanity. Please only address agenda issues. Speakers should strive to present original viewpoints and avoid redundancy. And we ask that you also stay on topic of that specific agenda item. Everyone, please remember, we are here tonight, doing the people's business, and it is a very important responsibility for all of us. Now I ask that if you are able, please stand for a moment of silence for prayer and reflection to be followed by a recital of the Pledge of Allegiance, our country's flag, led by our Mayor, Ron Williams.
Pledge allegiance.
All right, I'd like to ask for a roll call, please.
Commissioner Green,
Here.
Commissioner Devlin,
Here.
Chairman Pinchuk,
Here.
Mayor Williams,
Mayor Williams here.
Commissioner Myers,
Present.
Commissioner Preston,
Here.
Commissioner Povlin,
Here.
Commissioner Wright.
Present.
All right, we do have a quorum. Are there any amendments to the agenda?
Yes, agenda item 4D has been requested for postponement. That should be coming to you all in July.
Okay,
Move to approve the amended agenda.
Second.
okay. Commissioner Povlin made the motion and Mayor Williams made the second. All right. Next item on the agenda is approval of the minutes.
There are
Any
no
changes?
changes.
Okay, do we have a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say yes.
Yes.
Opposed, say no.
Abstain.
Okay.
I also need to abstain.
Did you get all those?
Preston, Devlin, and Myers abstain.
Okay. Moving on. The next item we have is, we have tonight 3 action items and no discussion items. So the first action item, item 4A, is appointment of youth representative for the next fiscal year.
Yeah, this is the annual appointment for the Planning Commission's youth representative. Albert Liu's been our representative for the past fiscal year and has done a really good job. He may come in here in a minute, I'm not sure, but he has done a really good job as being our youth representative. For the upcoming fiscal year, we have Kaylee Jen that's applied to be the Planning Commission's representative. Her application and her letter of recommendation were in the packet. She's a junior at Farragut High School and has a strong desire to be involved with her community, which is exactly what we created this youth representative position for several years ago, is to try to get the input of young people in our decision-making processes in the town. And that's very important with the Planning Commission, because this board is probably has more influence over what the future of the town is gonna be than any other boards that we have in the town. And I think that's especially gonna be evident with our update of the comprehensive land use plan that we're just now starting. And that's gonna be going on for the next, pretty much the next fiscal year. So the motion is to appoint Kaylee Jen as the youth representative for the upcoming fiscal year.
Move to approve.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
I have a little bit of discussion.
All right.
This is really quite an impressive application here, and given that we are doing our comprehensive land use plan, I would encourage us to get her involved and see if she can wrangle up a student representative group that might be interested in being involved in comprehensive land use planning, because that's been one of the tough nuts to crack, is getting a student aspect into this planning. And it's always very interesting to hear their perspectives. And I also think, isn't this one of the positions that we could appoint for a second year if they want to stay on?
Yeah, we've done that before.
Yeah.
We've had a
If-
couple of representatives that we did keep for 2 years.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think that we just need to stick that in the back of our mind and see what her interest is. But this is, I think she is her ambitions are aligned with what we're trying to do. And I'm excited to see what she might bring to this. Thank you.
Any other comments? All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor of the motion, say yes.
Yes.
Opposed, say no. Motion passes unanimously. All right, next item. Item 4B, discussion and public hearing on Resolution PC-26-07, a resolution for Planning Commission recommendation on Ordinance 26-13, an ordinance to amend the Farragut zoning map for a portion of the property located at 817 Virtue Road from S1, Community Service and Agricultural A, to R1, Rural Single Family Residential, 8.55 acres, Benchmark Associates Incorporated applicant.
Yes, this is an item that we looked at for discussion purposes last month. It's ultimately, if rezoned, would support a re-subdivision of this parcel. And the parcel is shown there on the screen is bisected by Virtue Road. And it is currently in 3 different zoning districts. And the north part of the parcel has a section that's zoned S1, which is community service, and that's the same zone as the Virtue Cumberland Presbyterian Church, which is just to the north and west of this. And then the east side of Virtue Road, which is mostly underwater, is zoned agricultural. And then there is a section on the south of the S1 that is zoned R1, rural residential. And the applicant is requesting to rezone the entire parcel to rural residential R1. This is a zoning district that's consistent with the future land use map. It's open space cluster residential, and that's the same density as R1. So the staff is recommending approval of Resolution PC-26-07, which recommends approval of Ordinance 26-13 to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen.
Thank you, Mark. Before we get to the representative, do we have any citizens signed up?
No citizens.
Okay.
Did you want a motion?
Oh, yeah, let's get a motion first.
moved.
Second.
Okay, did you get that? All righty. Go ahead.
Benny Mormon, Benchmark Associates, 10308 Hardin Valley Road. I'm here to answer any questions that you may have regarding this matter.
I think the only question I have is, Mark, this is more probably a Darrell question. Obviously, we're working on right-of-way acquisition for Virtue Road. And once this subdivides, and then we get new property owners, is that going to complicate how is this something we might want to tackle before, or in conjunction with the it's not about the rezoning, this is just about when you guys subdivide. Because I think this rezoning makes perfect sense. It's quite a mess right now, and this is making it correct. But I'm just trying to look at the process going forward for re-subdivision of the plat, and then right-of-way acquisition for Virtue Road.
Yeah, we've met with Benny and staff, and has met with the town's consultant that's working on the Virtue Road improvements, so that we coordinate with them on this re-subdivision plat, because you've got a trail that crosses over onto this property. You also got accesses for this particular re-subdivision that we need to coordinate with. And so they're aware of that, and they are fully, willing to cooperate with the town, and we're willing to cooperate with them. So we've had that conversation.
Thank you, that's all I had.
Anybody else?
I see no reason to not approve it.
No. I agree. Anybody else? All right, we have a motion. We have a second. All in favor of the motion, say yes.
Yes.
Opposed, say no. Again, passes unanimously. Thank you. All right, next item, item 4C, discussion and public hearing on a final plat for Phase 2, Unit 2 of the Grove at Boyd Station subdivision, 15.86 acres, 32 lots, zoned R-1/OSMR, Lynch Surveys LLC, applicant.
Yeah, this is the next phase of the Grove at Boyd Station. This one has 32 lots, 32 house lots, 2 open space lots. It's 15.86 acres. The staff did a site inspection on June the 8th to see if the site was in a condition of being ready for planning commission approval, and it was. So the staff is recommending approval of this final plat, subject to providing a completion letter of credit in an amount determined by the town engineer to cover surface course, sidewalks, and streetscaping, providing a maintenance letter of credit in a dollar amount to be determined by the town engineer to cover streets, pedestrian facilities, stormwater, and streetscaping, and then correcting note number 13 regarding an open space lot that is referenced in that note, but it's not part of this unit. So with those conditions, again, the staff is recommending approval of the final plat.
Motion to approve.
With the subject twos?
With the subject to.
Second.
Get that? All right. Any citizens signed up?
No, sir.
Okay, you're up.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mark Anderson Baker, 122 Perimeter Park Road, Knoxville, Tennessee, 37922. Respectfully request approval based on staff's recommendation with the conditions as proposed.
Okay, any comments or questions from the commissioners?
None.
None? All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor of the motion, say yes.
Yes.
Opposed, say no. All right, you got it.
Thank you all.
Good luck. All right. We have no discussion items, but we do have utility items. So,
We almost broke the record tonight without those utilities, Mr. Chairman.
all right. Item A, request for approval of mostly aerial fiber installation for Charter Spectrum along a section of Concord Road near 116 Concord Road, Mastech applicant.
Yeah, this is an aerial view of where this project is, and it's, the blue is aerial, existing aerial along the west side of Concord Road, just south of Anchor Green, which is the access that goes into Biddle Farms. Then the red is a bore that they will be doing under Concord Road, ultimately to end up at 116 Concord Road. The staff is recommending approval of this cable fiber extension project for Charter Spectrum, subject to obtaining a right-of-way permit from the town and coordinating the work with the town's engineering department.
Anybody signed up as far as citizens?
No, sir.
Okay, you're up. Anything you'd like to add?
This one, sorry. James Crispin with Charter, 1774 Henry G. Lane Street. I was thinking we was going aerial across that road, but I was thinking we already had plant there, but that's not a big deal.
Well, they do have 82 feet of directional bore in their summary, so that was
Okay,
what.
they might have determined that would be a better option then.
I mean, aerial's fine with me. That's obviously less invasive.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's an aerial across Concord at that point. I don't believe.
There's coax going across right that section right there that we could overlash. But if they've got it in as bore, that's what we'll do.
I mean, if the
They
commission is
probably have a
okay
reason.
with either, I suppose that's,
I'm comfortable approving it either way.
Okay.
Can we amend our, we need to amend something?
Yeah, yeah.
They might have some reason why they needed to go under. I
It's not
just,
for approval anyway.
yeah,
When you come for approval, you can say, either way.
yeah.
This is for approval.
It's for approval.
This is final approval right here.
I need a motion. You got a motion?
So who made the motion in the second?
Yeah, we did.
No, it said, don't we already have a motion in
Yeah,
the second on the
so I'm
floor?
saying, yes.
So we'll need to, whoever made that will need to
Oh,
amend
we
it.
need amended, is that what you're saying?
I can't remember who did it.
Nobody made a motion.
Or maybe we haven't had a motion yet.
We've not.
Why do we need a motion?
All right, I'm gonna make a motion to, well, we always do with utilities. We still vote on it.
We've gone too fast tonight.
Well, it's my fault. I was trying to break that 14-minute record, so. All right, so I'm gonna make a motion to approve this, with the caveat that the applicant can go overhead or directional bore under Concord Road.
Second.
We just got to make sure if Mass Tech's doing the boring that they strap all the utilities.
Oh, yeah, they will.
We have a history with that, so.
All right, so we have a motion, we have a second. Any other questions or comments? All right. All in favor of the motion, say yes.
Yes.
Opposed, say no. Motion passes unanimously. Okay. Next item, item 6B.
That's me too, I think.
Oh, sorry.
Request for approval of an aerial fiber installation for Charter Spectrum along a section of North Campbell Station Road and ending at 11656 Parkside Drive, Mastech applicant.
this application is all aerial. It would be on the south side of Farragut Primary School. Here's the aerial of it. The south access into the primary school off North Campbell Station Road is where it would start. then go north and then cross over ultimately to service 11656 Parkside Drive, which is the area where Brewster's is located. So this one, again, is an all aerial project. So the staff recommends approval of this fiber extension project for, this is also for Charter Spectrum, subject to obtaining a right-of-way permit from the town and in coordinating the work with the town's engineering department.
Need a motion?
Motion to approve with subject tos.
Second.
Okay.
This is Mass Tech again, right? Okay.
Anything you want to add to this?
No, not that I can think of.
Okay.
What is that's kind of a odd diagonal line there. Is there existing?
We have existing plant that goes across there, and I think we riser and go down and feed back towards the Publix, and that's where we're going with this new fiber, back to
Okay.
the Publix.
Okay, thank you.
Any other comments or questions? Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor of the motion, say yes.
Yes.
Opposed, say no. Motion passes unanimously.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. Anybody signed up for citizens forum?
No, sir.
Well,
Motion to adjourn.
we're adjourned.